Hello everyone, this is Joseph K, and I'm a Dummix. Welcome back to more Let's Play Tales of the Abyss 100%. Not only is this Let's Play Tales of the Abyss 100%, but it is the final episode of the Let's Play. It is the finale, y'all, but we have some things to do before we get to the final confrontation. Since last time, I went and I did a lot of collecting for my a collector's book, and unfortunately I noticed there were a couple weapons that I can a couple weapons and gear pieces and stuff like that I can no longer get because I didn't buy them when they were available. But I literally went around between all the freaking areas in this game, bought weapons, bought gear, bought accessories, just did some cleanup, and it took me about 2 hours to do all that. And you see, we're still missing stuff. Well, the good news is, almost everything that we're missing can be gotten with Din. Yes, this is the episode where we're going to do the Din stuff. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I am not going to go for everything that I can get for Din. Now, to clear my collector's book. We're going to do that in the long play. Reason being, if I do that, this video will be super, super, super long. I don't even know how long it would take for me to regather all the items that I would need in order to, you know, do that. So, I'm going to get what I can now. I'm going to throw the URL. I'm going to throw the link to the website that I'm using to help me with this. What I'll probably do is I will get those remaining items after I complete the Let's Play, because as I said, I think in the last video, or maybe the video before, once I complete this Let's Play, because I'm going to beat it today, but I don't have all the grade I want, I'm going to go show you guys, like, the ending of the game, and then I'm going to go ahead and reload my save. I'm not going to save. I'm not going to make the clear data that it asked me to do, and I'm going to reload my save to right before I fought Van, and then off screen, I'm going to go ahead and get the remaining items that I gotta get from Din and get the grade. I want to have between 4,500 and 5,000 grade before the project is over. And I think I'm sitting at 1,800 right now. So that means I got a lot of grade to grind. But I digress. You'll notice that we have another pathway opened up here. Well, that's because I'm an idiot and I forgot to come back here. So I'm going to explain what I did here. You want to use Mieu Wing on this tree. This is Shurrey Hill, by the way. And then in that direction over there. Roughly in that direction, there would have been like a fonstone, like a purple fonstone you could hit. You hit that fonstone. And it allows you to open up this passage, which was not here before. I'm sorry I didn't show that off. That is my bad. I will show it off in the long play. But you come in here, we get 3 treasure chests. We get the Merciless Bow, which was one of the bows I was trying to find when I was when I was trying to get every item I can get. Now, you can buy this, but why buy it if I can actually make it? You know what I mean? You get a sunlight chamber. And I think we also get another grass chamber. No, we get red basil. But now that we did that, I think there are like 3 items we can no longer get because we've progressed too far in the story and it's not available. So that is unfortunate for us, but not the end of the world. I should probably really consider looking into buying another headset because my clip snapped and every now and then my control switch kind of gets caught on my rocking chair. And it tugs at my head, which can't be good for the wires. But that's it in here. Alright, let's head back to Cassidonia. Like I said, I'm going to get what I can get now. And what I'm going to focus on trying to get are the capacity cores, because we're still missing 4 capacity cores, but they're only available at Din Shop. And the dolls, I think we're missing 5 dolls for Annis. 4 or 5 dolls for Annis, I don't know which. I want the capacity cores first, though. Because when you beat the game, there is an option to carry over your capacity cores, which is very, very, very good if you are trying to get the best stats you can early on in the game and learn all the ad skills. So let's see if we can get something with our special order. Alright. You see this right here? It says Annis and Capacity Core. Let's go to the Capacity Core. We get Largamente. Let's get it. They need a mana fragment to make Largamente. Yep. Oh, I don't have a mana fragment? Wait, what? Look, I swear I got the mana fragment. I guess I did it. Well, ain't that some shit? Anyways, fine. I will get the mana fragment. The way the special order works is, you see these variety of items. Din will ask for one specific crafting item in order to make something for you. I know I got a meteorite fragment. And then it just takes one item from you, and it goes ahead and crafts it for you. So we now get the Prince. And the Prince, I'm actually going to use my, I'm going to use my phone because I don't have that website open up here. But I do have the website open up on my phone. It's on one of my windows. So I'm going to see what the Prince is. But that's what we want to do. Usually there's only one item you can make with a special requested item that they want for crafting. Usually there's only one. I think in some rare instances you actually have 2 you can make. I could be wrong though, don't quote me. Just look at the guide I'm going to link in the description if you have any questions. That person that made that link can do it much better. Anyways, the Prince dresses Talcanaga as the Prince from Katamari Damacy. I don't even know what that is. It also has a 50% chance of automatically reviving Annis when getting knocked out, when getting killed in battle, which is actually fairly good. You probably would like to use that against Nebulum. But let's talk to her. I already did that. Okay, so I'm going to go find a mana fragment because I'm very confused as to why I don't have one. So I will be right back. I'll come back when we get back in the this building. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back. Since last time I went and just said, you know what, the hell with it, I decided to put on Natalia's Star of Malkuth title because what we were looking for, the mana fragment is at search point 18. You might remember that. That's the one that's on the island with all the thunder that you have to use the upgraded Albior to get to. You can go directly there, but it throws you off course a little bit, and I just feel it's easier to go to search point 17 and fly there when your Albior is fully upgraded. But now that we did that, let's get our special order out the way. And we're going to get a capacity core, which is Largamente. I'm going to go and get all the special items now. And then I'm going to see what's left. All right, now let's take a look at this Largamente capacity core real quick. See how good that 2D is? Man, I love that 2D. So Largamente gives you enhancement, agility, and phonic defense. Oh, wait, I lied. It gives you stats in all departments, but more towards the phonic and physical attack of everything. I'm not going to replace this one. I like what I have there a little bit more. But I think I will give Largamente to Natalia. Now, there are still 3 more capacity cores we can get. But anyways, let's now go through and craft all of the big stuff. So I have the guide in front of me. I'm going to, again, put it in the description below. But basically, I'm just going to refresh. Everything has a point system. Depending on what items you bring, will give you how many points you're going to get. Each item you get has a rank 1 through rank 5. I don't know what the correct word is. It's in my head, but I can't. Proficiency, I don't even think that's the correct word I'm looking for. It's a word, but not what I'm looking for. But it adds X amount of points to it. In order to get a special item, you have to have put enough items in to bring up the points to about 160, roughly. I believe that number is not static, and it will change depending on what you're going for. But for this, I'm going to go give the request for get a special gel. We should have at least one of all these items by now. This guide I'm going to put in the description below also tells you where you can get every single trade crafting item in the game, what the rarity of getting it from this search points is, the search points are, and all that great stuff. Keep in mind that depending on what title you put Natalia on, will increase the rate in which you get something. If you give her the Curious Princess title, you have a 80% greater chance of getting rank 2 items. If you give her the Star of Malkuth, 80% chance of getting rank 3. Labyrinth Princess, 80% chance of rank 4. And Adventurous Princess, 80% chance of rank 5. Any other title basically works as normal and is default. You can get every item from the search point, even if you don't have a title on. It's just keep that in mind, what title you have around when you're trying to find what you're looking for to craft everything. But we get a special gel. And then I think when you make a special order, it goes away. Yeah, see, I don't have the bottles anymore. That's because I exhausted all the points you do it. See, keep in mind, you will consume a lot of points when you do this. I'm actually going to go for a bow now. This should give me, yes, the Elven Bow. Highland Ruby, we have one of those. The Elven Bow is a really good bow for Natalia. I don't know if it's her best bow, but it is required if you want to use her second Mystic Art. Well, it doesn't exactly lower her stats. We'll just give it to her, even though I'm not going to use her the rest of the game. All right. Next, let's go for a crest. See, here we go. Here's one where you can get a different request. This one has 3 you can get, depending on what you're looking for. We're probably, in all honesty, only going to be able to get 1. I'm actually going to get the Crota symbol. We technically can get... No, I'm not. We technically can get the Crota symbol if we want. It's actually a reward for fighting Van. Spoiler alert. But instead, I'm going to get the... Let's get the Wonder symbol since it's the first one. And like I said, this consumes a lot of points, though, if you're trying to go for it. A lot of points. But yeah, like I said, just keep an eye out on what you're doing. This is what makes this very hard. Yeah, see, we've already used all of our points in Crest. So yeah, each category has a hidden point factor you don't see, and you increase that factor depending on how many trade items you give them, and it boosts it up. So the next one I'm going to go for is a ring. And let's get the Effecti ring. I don't know what the Effecti ring does, but let's get it. Oh, reduces all damage by 15%. That's nice. Yep, they want a Black Pearl. This is going to clear a few more of our spaces out for the items that we need to get. Alright, now let's make another special order. You know what? Let's just work our way down. Let's do... What's the battle item? By the way, the guide that I'm using is very nice. Like, it's really clean. It's really organized. Oh, there is a special request for that. I see. All right, let's go for... Just get an All Divide. I haven't really talked about the All Divide, but the All Divide will make it... Or have I? Maybe I have. It'll make it so that everybody's damage is equal. So, say an enemy was hitting you for 10,000, but you were only hitting it for like 200, it would then split the difference and you'd be hitting it for like 5,000 apiece. It's good, but it's bad if you're hitting harder than the enemy. It might be useful using it against, like, I don't know, possibly you could use it against Nebulum. I just don't ever use it. It just sits here and just gathers dust. Digital dust. Alright, let's make a charm. Now, let's make a sword. There are 2 swords that we can get that are only available here. The Last Fencer and the Swordian Dimlos. I'm going to get the Last Fencer. No, I'm going to get the Swordian Dimlos. It requires a metal crystal, which we have. But we're going to need to restock our points in here to increase it. And then, you know, we can also buy certain things too, and we have a lottery of what we're going to get. Yeah, see, we can't get the sword anymore. Let's see. Let's just go on down the line. Honestly, I already have a star rod. I don't need the staff. Diabolic Fang? I think that's actually what we need to get. So if you find yourself missing items, and you've gone to all the stores in the game, the shops in the game, check here to see if Din has it. Oh, speaking of which, one thing you can do at any time in the game, hit your R3 button, click on a location, and you can look at what the stores have for sale. If you don't want to run all over the map trying to find that one item you're missing to complete your collector's book, what I'm going to do in the long play is I'm going to have a lot of money. You might have also noticed that I've gotten over 3 million gold. That's because I went and did the trick where you buy the fork, the spoon, and the table knife, and you sell it at Endgame again. Because I want to have a lot of money going into the next playthrough because it'll allow me to buy things right away at the beginning of the game. And what I'm going to do is not sell anything. The 3 million will get us through plenty for the majority of the game. And we're also going to use gold ×2, which is very nice. It'll give us double gold for every fight that we have, which will also keep us informed. The only time I will sell an item is if I happen to have more than one of the item. I want to have a visual representation of what I already have, so I know what I have to get. Alright. Sorry about the long-winded talking that's going on. Trust me, as soon as we're done with this section, we're going straight to the final boss. So just bear with me. This will probably be an episode that's about an hour long. Alright, we got the Diabolic Fang. Let's see, what else do we want to make? Let's see what the armor has. Ooh, a Solar Guard or a Reflex. So, the Solar Guard will give you 10% light damage. Reflex is, I think, more powerful. And I think we actually need to get the Solar Guard and Reflex anyways. I should have took a note of what I'm still missing. But let's get the Solar Guard. I'm pretty sure I have the Reflex already. I will get the Star Rod absolutely last. One second. Alrighty, y'all, I'm back. I had to, I don't know if you guys heard it, but my video finished rendering. So I had to put it so that I could get it ready to go upload it to YouTube. So I can have it done by the end of the day. And we got a Solar Guard. Let's see, what's next? Alright, all that's left is Staff, Clothing, and Charm. The Clothing... we're going to actually go for the Queen Cloak. We already had the Viridian Robe, so there's really no point to get that. And incidentally, this is the only place you can get this item, and it is the best cloak for Annis. So we're going to go ahead and give that to her because she's going to be with us in our final battle. Yep. Nice increase. Gives us +4 phonic defense and +4 physical defense. Alright, what's next? Alright, and we have the charm, and we have... I'm not going to get the star rod. I'm going to save that. But we have the world charm. Now, this world charm has a chance of making it so you don't get any status effects. Works kind of like a ribbon in Final Fantasy, except that completely nullifies status effects in most occasions, in most instances. Alright. Now, we can only get his staff. We have the star rod already, so... Alright, screw it. I'm gonna get it. Now that we have all the stuff we can make that is special, I'm gonna go right ahead and give Din everything I have so that I'm able to craft some extra stuff that I might need. And we can't make special orders anymore. So, trade in items. And like I said, after I'm done buying everything I can here, we're going to go... I'm going to beat the game here, because that's coming up right after I finish this this up. I will reload my save, and I will do the stuff I did not do off screen before I start the next project. And I'll talk a little bit more about that when I beat the game. And I'm giving her all this stuff now because I want to be able to, one, replenish the point supplies that I spent making these special items. And I want to be able to make all the stuff that I need. And again, I'm going to focus on the capacity cores and the dolls. Those are first and foremost my number one things, because the capacity cores and dolls are only available here. Now, there are some other items that are either exclusive to this location or can be got at this location if you already passed the point in the game where you can get them naturally. Like some of those items I was looking for are in Exariuth, and well, we can't access Exariuth anymore. It's gone. Luke destroyed it, as we all know. Yep. And she's going to give us 240 gold. All right. Let's make an order. All right, so first off, let's see capacity core. Okay, the way this works, there are typically 3 options you have. Order with an average payment, order with a large payment, or like an incredibly large payment. The more money you pay towards one of these, the better the items you can expect to get. You will probably get multiples of them, and the thing with the capacity cores is you will likely get multiples, but they won't let you have more than one. So, I'm going to make a large payment. And then, you get kicked out the store. I showed this off a little bit earlier, but I'm going to show it off again. You get kicked out the store, and then you come over here and do it again. Alright, we got the No Ser Maggiora. We got the Parlanto. Damn, we're still missing one. let's take a look at our let's take a look at our new capacity cores. Let's go on Jade. But Nelson Majora is not necessary for him. Parlanto is a good one if you're trying to really increase your enhancement and agility. But that's it. There's still one more capacity core we're missing here. And if you give me a second, I'll tell you which one it is. Yes. We're still missing the Bala Maggiora. And then we'll have all the capacity cores in the game. The Battle Maggiore apparently gets all stats by 1. So if you are trying to, like, when you start a new game and you carry your capacity cores over, and you're trying to have everybody gain something, then yeah, that's a good way to go. But we'll have to come back to that. Next, let's see what we can do with dolls. All right, give me something good. There you go. A small, average, or large payment. We're going to go for the large payment. Now, I will say this. When you're trying to get all the items left for your item collector book, you will not always want to go big or go home. There are some items that you will have a better chance of getting if you spend less. And now let's look at what dolls we can possibly get. Likewise, I think you can only have one of each doll, so I think it will get rid of all the other dolls. Oh, there's only 3 dolls available? Oh. That's what it is, okay. So there are 3 dolls I'm looking for. If I can get it... So yeah, there's only 4 dolls that Annis can get. If I could get it, that'd be awesome. Alright, we get the Wonder Doll. The Artificial Life Form. Alright. And we did not get the last doll. So, once again, let me pull up the dolls so I can tell you about the Wonder Doll and the Artificial Life Form. Alright, I'm back. For the Artificial Life Form doll, it dresses Tokunaga as Cosmos from the Xenosaga series. It also allows her to use the X-Buster art. And then the Wonder Doll dresses Tokunaga as Wonder Momo from the Wonder Momo series. I don't even know what that is. It increases her luck and evasion, so that might be a decent doll you want to use. But by no means the end to all things. Alright, can I actually make one more order with her dolls? Because I want... No, I can't. That's unfortunate. However, if you use the... if you go and get... Din stuff on the dolls, you can get a Rebirth doll or a Blue Saphira, which we need neither. Alright, so let's see here. Is there anything else I really want to go for? There is one jewel we can get that is only available here, but unfortunately I can't make it yet. And I'm fairly certain we have all these, so I guess the next one I want to do is like bows. Because there are a couple bows that I did not get earlier in the game. And I'm hoping I can get one of them. There are actually 2 bows you can only get here. We got one of them already. The other one is the Full Metal Fang. So let's do bows. Oh yeah, there's actually 4 options. If you order without a payment, this will give us one of the bows I'm looking for. But I'm going to do an average payment. Actually, I'm going to do a full metal. I'm going to do a large payment. And then I think that's about it. That should be all I care about. Catter's bow? Nah, we don't need that. Angel arrow, which I think I didn't have before. Alright, let's do an average payment now. If I can get the full metal fang, we're good. Because if I actually want the full metal fang and the self bow. Because I'm pretty sure we have the hunting bow and the killer bow as well. Self bow, okay, and killer bow. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Is there anything else I want to get? Give me a second here to scroll through my list. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Alright, let's now go for the charm. There are 2 bracelets, well, a bracelet and a bagel that I'm looking for that are exclusive to this shop. Let's hope I can get them. We already got the world charm. Heal bracelet. Laurel. Damn. I got one of the 2 I wanted. But outside of that, it's not looking like there's anything else I can only get here that I haven't already got. Well, technically, there is one I could get. It's under the crest. Let's do an average payment. See if I get it. I don't remember if I already have them or not. So I could be just wasting money. But I'm going to get a lot of that money back anyways as I head over to Van. Plus, I'm going to be getting a lot of that money back when I go grinding for, okay, Strange Mark, I didn't need that. Mystic Mark, I didn't need that. Well, I didn't get what I wanted. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, assuming there is nothing else here, which there isn't, it's looking like I will cut, and I will see you guys back at the final save point, so be right back.
Farewell. Rest in peace.
Alright, we're not back at Van yet, but while I was heading back to fight Van, Guy learned Mind Up. So I'll show you that. And yep, that's it. So I will cut back to when we get to the final save point, or I will cut back until we get another ability. Either way, you'll see me soon. Alright, y'all, I am back. It took me about 50 plus minutes to get back to this point. And I'm going to do my setup right here. First off, we're going to turn this to normal. Then we are going to play with a party of Luke, because it makes sense. It is his trainer, master, mentor, whatever. Tyr, because it is her brother. Guy, because they used to be friends. And Annis, because she used to be with the Oracle Knights. Plus, you can say the same for Tyr. And it's going to be a nice, fun fight. I think we are more than ready for this fight. But, let's go. I actually haven't played to this point in my notes, but that's okay. Oh, and by the way, everybody's in their bathing suits because I said I wanted to do that because it'd be funny.
I'm impressed. I expected Ash.
Ash is here too. He's inside me, lending me his strength.
Second-order hyperresonance. You've surpassed your original. You are now a true human being. You've stepped across a sea of corpses and made it here. Now, join me, Luke. We will destroy the planet's memory and overturn the score of final judgment.
No.
Well, well. Why not?
I finally understand what it is I wanted. I wanted you to acknowledge me, to accept me as a human being, not a replica.
Yes, and you have become a human being.
But that's not enough. You said to me, can you not live unless you were born for some purpose? I'm not living for anyone else. There's no special meaning in living. When I sensed my own death, I wanted to live. I know now. That's all I needed. So, I don't need you anymore. It doesn't matter if you accept me or not. Here I am, alive!
You've acquired some impudent wisdom.
Van, people can change, just as Luke has. Reconsider one more time. The planet's memory may exist just as you say, but is it really absolute? Luke isn't here because it's written. He's here because he chooses to be. The planet's memory is one possible choice for a future, but only people make that choice.
That isn't absolute either. You might not be choosing, but rather being made to choose.
If so, maybe you're being made to choose to destroy the planet's memory. If you say you've decided to erase the planet's memory of your own will, then that itself is proof that the planet's memory isn't absolute.
That's an empty argument. Yulia's score represents the planet's memory I speak of. The destruction of mankind is written in it. The destruction of the planet's memory is not.
So you will carry out that destruction with the originals, then create a replica world. That's no different than those who let Hod be destroyed. That's why Ash rejected you. Didn't you resent the destruction of Hod and despise those who caused it?
I did. But I must do whatever it takes to destroy the absolute path of the planet's memory.
It's strange to hear that from such a wise man. People and planets all eventually die. Regardless of whether the planet has a memory or not, that alone is guaranteed. Even if the absolute path you speak of exists, people have the right to choose their own path to destruction.
Fitting words for a necromancer. Everything dies. It's merely a matter of time. But the planet's memory calls for it too soon. I cannot accept perishing early the way you can.
But you're trying to destroy the originals even earlier than the planet's memory. You hate the score so much, you're shackled to it more than anyone else.
Perhaps so. No, all of us are bound to the future we call the score.
We believe we can choose our future.
I know the future is predetermined, as I thought. It would seem we cannot see eye to eye. Draw your weapons. I'll take you all on at once!
Van, prepare!
For boss time! Against Van! Oh, no banter to be exchanged between battle? Well, fine then. This is Van! The final enemy of the game. He is, he's got a lot of arts, if I'm not mistaken. And you need to be on your toes, but not quite as much as you need to be on your toes for Nebula. Just be careful for his arts. If you can, get out the way. The Mystic arts are pretty damaging as well. So when you see him doing Phonic arts or whatever the heck it is, where it goes on screen and says he's doing a Field of Phonon thing, yeah, get out the way if you can. Also, feel free to allow your party to use their arts at will. Because he has a lot of the same moves that Ash has, Luke has. Once you do about, I think, half his damage, you get this scene.
The phonic hymns. Their melody will indeed awaken Lorelei. But you don't know the true wish contained in those hymns. They won't work on me.
No, brother. I do know. I can feel the thoughts and emotions Yulia placed in these hymns.
If that's true, Mysteria, then sing. Now, for me.
And then we go into phase 2 of the battle, which you might actually have to use another magic leads on him. Ah, not quite. But we're gonna do it anyways. Okay, he's going to tier. I'm gonna get Luke back out. She's gonna bring him back.
Thanks, that helped. Want to see how strong I really am?
I'll destroy Imperial slaughter.
Shadow Whoa, that was intense.
You watch out too.
No.
All right, we beat him. Game over. Whew. See, he's not too hard for a final boss. There would have been no point trying to make it in one video. By itself.
Die!
Oh, wait. He's not done?
Have you forgotten? I'm the one who taught you the sword.
Release Lorelei!
You've grown strong.
Van.
To think you could push me this far. It seems I have no choice but to unleash this terrible power within me.
I don't know if that means Van himself is an actual replica. His arm looks kind of weird. What, you guys thought that was the end? Jeez. For the final battle against Van. It would not be a
Force. So this is the power of Lorelei.
It would not be a final battle without multiple stages.
You're strong, but I won't lose.
Yeah, I don't know what that one-winged angel arm is he's got going on. Maybe somebody else knows.
You have strong allies, Luke.
They've supported me through everything. For their sake, I can't lose. No. For my own existence, I will not lose!
When you use Lorelei's power, your control over Lorelei weakens. Luke recognized that and forced you to use it. The same Luke you refused to acknowledge for so long. Luke will not... No! We will not lose!
I commend you for making me use this power. I would expect no less from my student. But that, too, ends now. Goodbye. Luke!
So dead!
For Pissy Boss Mode!
Oh, twisted door of destruction, open wide!
No way! Not doing well. Get out of here! Light spear cannon!
Illumination of life.
Take this.
Healing circle.
Negative kick. Take this.
Oh yeah, we're gonna need to use a magic lens on him here to get his stats again. He gains a bit more experience. Not experience. He gains a bit more magic stats. I think his magic's down. I don't know. I don't have the his stats in front of me, unfortunately, because I didn't play this far in my practice file. And he's got about 30,000 more HP than he had before.
Hammer!
Behold the power of Lorelei. Farewell. Ancient Requiem.
Screwed up.
That Ancient Requiem is a bitch. I'm actually going to go ahead and use pineapple gel on Tyr.
Watch yourself.
Thank you.
Return the hammer of light! I'm in trouble here! Come on, water! Take him out! Maelstrom!
Where did he... Oh, damn.
Screwed up. Light spear cannon. So dead.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use one of these, if I have any more. I don't know if I used them all when I was fighting, I did. Okay, I'm going to use it on myself.
Ravaging tragedy! Let's finish this!
Alright, then when I'm able to use items again, I'm going to use the, whatchamacallit, was it Miracle Gel? Yeah, I'm going to use the Miracle Gel on Tyr.
Watch yourself.
Thank you. Healing circle.
Take this.
Oh, magnificent.
Bring it on. Light spear cannon. You're mine.
Take this.
Light spear cannon. Damn, I screwed up.
And we're dead. Alright,
Take this.
Return the soul from the abyss of death. Resurrection. Sorry,
How's he doing? He's almost done. Got him.
What is this power? It feels like my strength is getting sucked into Van's body. If this keeps up, we'll all be killed. No!
Luke, the second order hyperresonance. It can neutralize any phonon.
I'm going to free Lorelei. Tyr, help me!
Right.
And now it doesn't matter what you do, he cannot kill you at this point. You just need to keep him occupied while Tyr sings the phonic hymn. I love when Tyr sings the phonic hymn. It's one of my favorite songs and one of my favorite things about this game. And then when the battle's over, Luke will automatically use his mystic art.
The seventh melody. You've learned it, Tyr.
Oh yeah, the dialogue moves by itself here. You can't make it go faster.
I remembered. You sang it to me while I cried. You knew what the phonic hymn meant. You were telling me everything, right from the start. Thank you, Van.
Farewell, Mysterica.
Master Van!
Stop! After all that's happened, you still call me Master. You fool. Forgive me, my brethren.
Master Van! Thank you!
Goodbye, my beloved brother.
All right. Everybody hurry up and escape. I'll stay here and free Lorelei.
Luke!
It's my promise to Lorelei. This is what I need to do. Jade?
Luke, how you've changed.
I was really bad, wasn't I?
But no matter how much you change or regret your actions, not all of what you've done will be forgiven. And that's why you must come back alive. Rather, I hope you do.
Jade, shut up.
Sorry.
I'll be waiting. It's lonely being a servant without a master.
Hey, you're not my servant anymore.
So I'm not a servant in the manor. I'd still serve as your friend.
You're being stupid.
So hurry back home. I'll never forgive you if you just disappear.
You knew, huh?
When you come home, I'm gonna teach you not to hide things from your friends.
Annis?
I knew too. I wasn't as sure as Guy, but
What are you talking about?
you're an easy read. But I have to have you come back alive.
You're not expecting me to... We're not...
No. I'm going to reform the order for Ion. But in order to do that, I need a patron. So, come home.
Whatever.
Luke, live. Please. I don't want to lose any more people dear to me.
Natalia.
Not to protect Kimlasca. To live your life. Understand?
I wanted to live.
You will. You cannot disappear. You cannot.
Thanks.
Master!
Your job's done now. Go home and be proud of what you did.
I'll be waiting for your return, Master!
Thanks.
Come home.
Tear.
You have to come home. You have to. I'll be waiting. Always.
I will. I promise. I'll come home.
Luke, I love you.
Tyr!
So the world did not vanish. To think the future I saw would be rewritten. You have done admirably.
That scene gets me emotional every time. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it in Let's Plays. I've seen it myself personally twice. And yeah. Okay. Before we get into the future plans coming after this, let us discuss one subject that has been debated. What happened there? Well, when it gets to the final screen, I'll tell you about that. But I think I know, based on what was in the game, exactly what happened there. I think that's Lorelei or Yulia. Or is that Natalia? These look different than the last time I did this. Anyways, what an amazing, phenomenal game. It has been my most ambitious project on this channel, to say the least. It nearly doubled the length of my longest project before this. And it is just a huge part of my life this last half of this year. It was brought to my attention by a friend of mine. He's known as Tim. I met him via PlayStation and then Twitter, now X. And he told me about these games, and I went into them with a fervor, and I have loved pretty much every single one of them, well, except for Tales of Berseria, but we won't talk about that. An overall rating for this game, I give it an 8 out of 10. The music is really good. Certainly some of the more memorable music than the rest of the game in the series. A lot of people argue that Symphonia is more memorable, but I honestly can't remember any songs from Symphonia. The gameplay itself is a bit antiquated. And that's because it's very hard to do some stuff, plus my controller always has to bug out on me when I'm trying to do stuff. I think that's Guy. I think we're seeing them as kids. No, that's definitely Arietta. Can't stand Arietta. Characters. There are so many lovable, adorable, memorable characters in this game. If you were to ask me my favorite at the party, I'm going to tell you it's Jade. Then Annis. Jade and Annis are my two favorite characters. I'm indifferent about pretty much all the other characters. I am not a fan of Tyr. Never been a fan of Tyr. I don't like her. She seemed, like I said in the earlier video, she seemed unnecessarily bitchy when she didn't have to be. Oh.
You didn't come. I
I believe your presence was requested at Luke's coming-of-age ceremony at the Duke's Manor.
I'm not interested in some ceremony in front of Luke's grave.
That's why the both of you came here, isn't it?
He said he'd be back, so let the others sit around and tell stories at his grave. But I won't be joining them.
We should be heading back soon. The valley is dangerous at night.
Where did she get the lipstick? Why does that sound like 2 Xanarkin to me?
Why are you here?
This place has a nice view of Hod. And also, I promised someone.
Okay, so let's talk about the topic that has been under much contention since this game came out. Who was that we saw at the end? Was it Luke? Was it Ash? Was it a fusion of the two of them? Who was that? Okay, let's look at the clues leading up to this. When we did the Cheegle side quest where we got the Cheegle from Orshan Cavern and we spoke to it in the meeting hall in Sheridan, the Cheegle mentioned something about how he died once and then he was back to life because he was fused together. I believe ordinarily a replica gets refused with its original, especially if it's perfect isophones like Ash and Luke were. And if you recall, they said something about the Cheegles being perfect isophones. They fused together. So Luke, or Ash, I will say, Ash died. But Ash sent his essence to Luke. And then when he was falling into the bubble of protection or whatever that Luke had around himself, his arm kind of like twitched. But Lorelei was fusing them together because you got to remember, Luke and Ash are perfect. Well, Luke is a perfect isophone. He matches the phonon frequency of Lorelei. So, because they are all together, Lorelei fused Luke and Ash in one thing, and then Lorelei also came into Ash, or I should say Luke, because Luke is the perfect isophone replica of him. So basically, who we saw there, keep in mind, he had his sword on his left hand side. And Ash is right-handed. It showed you the long flowing hair and the black cloak that used to be Ash's, because it was giving you a hint that it is Luke and Ash as one. Based on, evidence in the game, it's Luke, Ash, and Lorelei all in one. Ash fused with Luke, who was the replica, which gave him the essence of Ash, and then Lorelei fused with Luke as well, because replicas are 7th phonons, And then bada bing, bada boom, we got Luke, Ash, Lorelei. Because we freed Lorelei into the foam belt. That's what we did. Our whole goal was to free Lorelei, and then Lorelei joined us. Perfect isophone. Van could not control him entirely because Van was not the perfect isophone of Lorelei. Their phonon frequency it matches with Ash. So that's what happened. That explains why Luke doesn't remember, sort of. He seems a little out of sorts. That's because he's Lorelei. You saw Lorelei going around Luke and Ash, and then they all kind of like merged into one, and then they went off into the foam belt together, and then returned. So that's how it is. That's the answer. You are free to debate in the end of the comments if you really want to. You could refute me, but I just am picking up based on what the game told me. It is not as ambiguous an ending as I thought it was the first time I saw it. However, I'm going to go ahead and make the clear data here. And then we're back at the opening. So I'm just going to go to the sound test. I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed to me since I started doing this project. It has shown the greatest growth on my channel, I think, since my channel's come along. I'd like to thank the few people who commented. Those who were liking my videos. If you were disliking my videos, I don't particularly care. You are free to dislike it if you think there's something I did wrong. But it has been a journey. So here's what's coming up next. I'm going to take a couple weeks off. It is January 30th when this video goes up. I have one video going up tomorrow, but it's not Tales of the Abyss related. And then I'm probably not going to do anything until the 15th or 14th of January. I want to take a couple weeks off to, clear my head, do some stuff that I neglected to do while I was doing this project so I can get my videos up 6 days at a time. And then the next thing we're going to do, when I return, I will be returning on the grade screen. And I will be getting the stuff I want for the next playthrough. And it'll be a long play. Now, the long play, each video is going to be no less than an hour long. It could very well go as long as 3 hours, depending on what I'm doing. What I want to do in the long play is basically a 100% run like I did here. But there's going to be different choices and decisions I'm going to make with the playthrough. For example, you get a different stuff when you let Genji die. So I'm going to kill Genji in this playthrough. You also get different skits if you kill Genji. So I'm going to let him die as well. I'm going to carry over a lot of my same stuff that I had before. Number one, I want to be able to carry over my gold. I want to carry over my capacity cores. I want to carry over my consumable items. I want to carry over my cooking stats. I want to carry over... There's a couple other things I want to carry over. I also want to be able to give myself ×2 experience at the very least, and double gold, double gold, and I believe there's a double grade you get you can choose from. I'd like to be able to do all of that. It's especially inherent that I carry over all of my gold because I'm going to start by buying pretty much everything in the shops as I see them, as long as I don't already have them. And I'm not going to sell it, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Another decision I'm going to make that's different is when we're doing the smithy stuff with Guy, I'm going to craft the gold armor instead of the blade that I crafted. And then the number one thing I'm going to be doing that's completely new, that's not in this project, is I'm going to show you guys the secret dungeon. I could have accessed the optional secret dungeon in this playthrough because I already have saved data for this on my system, but I wanted to do the second playthrough to do that. And we're also going to get our item collector. We're going to get our item collector title. We're also going to get the monster collector title for tier, because there is another enemy that we have to fight to get that title, but you can't fight it unless you're on a second playthrough. On top of that, this playthrough, I'm going to go ahead and get all of the cooking titles. I'm going to be working towards the cooking stuff while I'm taking notes for this, like later, because I have to put down the secret final dungeon in my notes, and then I also have to manage to beat Nebulum on very hard or ultimate, and I didn't fare too well with her on very hard. I think that's about it. Now, I will definitely be up before January ends, but if I'm not, I will be up the first week of February. Because, like I said, I got to give myself time to relax. And there's also not going to be 6 episodes a week. I haven't decided if I'm going to drop it to 3 or 4 episodes a week. It'll probably be 3. I'm thinking Monday, Wednesday, Friday would be what I do. Or I could do what I normally do for my projects and do Tuesday, Thursday. Like I said, we'll decide how that's going to work. And there may be times where I do 4 episodes a week instead of 3, and vice versa. I'm thinking I would like to at least do 3, because it's going to take a while to edit that. If you look into the fact that each video is going to be no less than an hour long, that's an hour of video footage I have to go through and edit. I'm also going to put the text dialogue in during like the animated cutscenes. I should have been doing that from the start, but I didn't think about it until like the second or third of the game. But I think that about covers anything. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching this project. If you enjoyed this project, I appreciate it. I'm not going to say give this video a like and a thumbs up and a comment and share and whatever, all that stuff. If you want, that's your prerogative. I don't really like it when YouTubers do that. But this has been Joseph K. Thank you for coming with me on this epic journey of Let's Play Tales of the Abyss. Signing out. Y'all have a great day and keep it real. Later.